it's like it doesn't affect my daily life because I don't allow it to affect my life. And yes, it will at some point possibly, affect your life. But look at the anguish and the excitement. This is like the whole 3 year thing 3 years ago. Man, I got so many things I can think about. We got to do spaces. I mean, I'm thinking about year zero where Cliff did that thing at the Litecoin Summit with Bix.
Yeah.
His year zero is
Year zero was
2020.
20.
2020 was going to be year zero.
Okay.
And so it's like this reset, this new paradigm that they're trying to roll out. And it started. And then what happened? They rolled out this, fake thing, that was a common cold. And they extrapolated that into something terrible that, oh my gosh, look what's happening. Look what's happening. Is that your reality though? Did that really happen? Or was it just people catching the cold? And, and people that couldn't, like defend themselves against it, anyway, the numbers are all rigged, but it's what do you allow into your life, into your mindset? We allow the dollar bill to like control our lives and be the end all be all. Whoever has the most wins. Is that really what it is? If you buy into that, yes. If you play in the casino, that's what matters. Those stacks of poker chips matter. But if you're not in the casino, that doesn't matter. It's like, okay, I got a bunch of tomatoes I'm gonna eat, because I put seeds in the ground. None of the poker chips matter at that point. And I got so many things in my head and I can't even express it.
Sports Illustrated laid everyone off today.
Yeah, because who cares? It's all a fake game. It's all
Well, didn't they do
bread
some
and
work
circus.
cover
Probably.
of dudes last
Yeah,
year?
I think they did. They don't have the beautiful models from the 80s on there. It's like, oh, that's a
So
beautiful
last
woman.
year they
I
did like
like looking at that, but I
they
don't like
did
looking at
gay
that.
dudes or trans people or something last year, I believe.
Speaking of which, happy birthday, Michelle Obama. She's 60 this week, so I just want to throw that out there. Happy birthday to the lovely person, or, one of the best people I've ever been around. Barack says.
Big Mike,
Not,
you
not
can
woman. One of the best people, persons, or whatever.
may you choke on your birthday cake.
May you drown in shallow water on a
Yes,
little,
may you
you know,
drown in shallow
yeah,
waters, Big Mike.
yeah.
Um, hope you have a good swim. Um,
It's just all fake. Everything's fake. You know your own reality. You got to look inside and trust yourself, and know what really affects you, and know what vibration, what frequency you get from other people, and be around those people rather than allow yourself to be enslaved at a distance, because that's all it is. You're being enslaved at a distance by a bunch of people. Think about the people that are telling you, "Oh my gosh, this is horrible. We got climate change. Oh, we got this war, that war." And then if you turn the camera around, you got a bunch of guys with, scraggly beards and guts hanging out, dressed in flip flops, holding the camera. This is the studio, the artificial reality that they're creating, reading the teleprompter. And I mean, it's just all fake. It's all fake. I mean,
or
you're going to let
pregnant,
that be your
what's that
reality?
pregnant man emoji or whatever? I'm like, what the hell has come to our world? And cat boxes in the children's bathroom, and they were putting tampons in the men's military bathrooms, and so then the military men were getting pissed off and ripping them off the wall, and then they were getting in trouble for that. I'm like, no, let them get mad and be men and rip that shit off the wall.
Right.
Like, that is what we need. We need our country to get mad and rip some shit off the wall when it doesn't belong there. Like, that's ridiculous.
Mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Yeah,
I'll just like
crazy.
fade off like Homer Simpson into the bushes, and it's like, all right, y'all have your bread and circus, y'all have your fun. I'm gonna go over here and do what I'm gonna do, and yeah, good luck to you.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I can't wait for this spring and summer. Like, I just feel like the story gets better and better. I mean, like, I was very disturbed over the diamonds and the children, and it was very obvious to me that they were, when they made the gingerbread house for the White House, and then I kind of was just putting all the pieces together that, oh my God, they were cooking the children at Epstein Island. Like, they were burning them in the
That's what
oven.
they do. They've been
And,
telling these stories
well,
forever.
the
They
irony
they
is
they
that people
told
are
you.
so thinking that, oh, the horrors of the ovens of World War II. But are people just as upset about the ovens on Epstein Island and the cooking that was going on there?
What about Hansel and Gretel? Where's
Yeah,
their justice?
no.
Grim fairy tales. A lot to be learned from that. Go get a cheap copy because you can get them real cheap. And read Grimm's Fairy Tales, the Brothers Grimm. Read that stuff because that's the mentality of the people who are running things right now. They're the people who lure you into the house and then try and throw you in the oven. I mean, this is the vibe. This is the frequency at the top of the pyramid that needs to be just like collapsed, done. And these people have no power unless we give them the power. We are the energy source. We are everything. We give life to everything. And that's why they want to steal it from us in all these magical ways, with these dollar bills with the aliens on them,
Yeah,
dollar,
show them that.
dollar
Hold on, I'm
bill,
going to make you.
dollar bill, y'all. All right. So this right here, if you really look at it, it's like the magic eye I was telling Lisa about.
Yeah.
If you look at that dollar bill and fold it and look at it, you can see an alien face. I mean, you see
the beak
on
of
the
the
forehead,
alien,
the mouth, and then the eye,
and then their
and then like the
eyes.
wing coming up on both sides. I mean, when you just take your
Yeah.
dollar bill and look at it and stare at it cross-eyed,
And then it's
like you did the
this.
magic eye puzzles from the
Mhm.
80s, 90s. And then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, all of a sudden, once you see it, like, oh, I can't unsee it. And it takes you like 10, 15 minutes. Like, I don't, but once you see it, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that does kind of make sense. Why is that on there? Who would do something like that? Oh, we love George Washington. We're going to put his portrait on the front, but yeah, we're going to put all this hidden symbology on it. You get into Cliff and the L and all that, and it's like, maybe he's onto something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. There's also, in a lot of these small towns, a lot of the Masonic lodges have like closed down. I thought that was interesting that I've noticed.
Have you seen those rituals that have been leaked? I mean, that they go through, it's like
Where they marry the little boys that they
Abiff,
have
what's his
serving
name?
them.
Simon Abiff or whatever, Hiram Abiff, where they go, oh, Hiram Abiff going into the temple and doing all this. Oh, yeah, we killed him. Oh, we need to carry his body out. I mean, all these mock things that they
It's
do.
weird.
And I'm like, you're a bunch of grown ass men participating in this absurdity. What's wrong with you? I mean, what are you really like doing? Do you understand the ritualistic nature of all these things that you're doing? And I mean, and what that really means? I mean, what? Seriously, trust yourself. You got the hotline to God right inside of you. You got the DNA. You got all the things. You think of the churches. You ever see the churches? With the big, the glass, the round glass. With all the designs on it and all these churches. You get into the, the whole. What's the word for it? What the mud floods? What's the Tartarian Empire? You get into that stuff and you start looking at the glass and you think, oh, is that like the top of the DNA? Looking at it,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And so all the signs are in front of you, and ultimately it just comes down to you don't need any of it. You don't need any of it. You can just walk outside and say, okay, I'm gonna hit my knees and pray or whatever. You don't even need to do that. You just go out and just reconnect with the source, reconnect with who you really are. You don't need a middleman. You don't need anybody in between you and your creator and what has put you here in the path that you're following. Follow your path. Quit looking for answers from external sources when you have all the tools inside. And I think that goes back to what Cliff was kind of saying in that reality that he has, where it's like none of that matters anymore. We're back to the source, and the source is you, source of everything. You're connected to it. Lord.
Time to go.
Give me the spirit. Pour me some spirit.
Time to go. Yeah, we talked about Vivek earlier, and that he had been called out for being involved with the Jabberwocky. That's okay. No, we're happy that you're here. Great to see you. And glad to have you joining us. And we are going to be doing a spaces later tonight on Clint Clint Westwood, all caps _ on Twitter.
Yeah.
So you guys join us there as well. And I'm very sorry for not hitting the record on Clint Westwood at the beginning. I went ahead and added it. So I don't know if it'll go back and like let the whole thing stream. I'm going to try to upload it from StreamYard afterwards. I think I can do that.
That's okay.
Play
Just
around with it.
Go to clintwestwood.net, and there's a Twitter link up there. I haven't changed it to X yet. Hit that, and then get on Twitter, subscribe, and then when we go live a little bit later, hop in, ask for a microphone, and say, "Hey, I got something to say." and you know, you don't have to show your face. Just get out there and just we'll talk amongst ourselves.
And I have Clint Westwood, a link to his website in the description of this video, as well as a link to my website in the description of this video. You can check out all the ways to connect with me and Westwood. And when we get back on the road, there will be a calendar on there and links to connect with us. Also, there is a Go Shopping with Lisa page for all my vintage stuff if you guys want to check that out, and the latest coupon and all that stuff. And I'll be putting up a new video for that too. So,
and I'll be going green this year on the road. I'm going to knock the floorboards out. I'm going to go Flintstone, and I'll make it. You know, just give me the dates and give me a lot of lead time, and I'll pedal my way there.
you'll make it there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're crazy. All right. Good to see you all. Hang in there. Have your assets in your own possession. Go alien. Go non-resident alien with us.
Be unalienable.
Be unalienable.
Unalienable.
Don't let anyone lean on you. Yeah.
Yes.
Lean on me, because I'll be your friend.
You realize now you can go on YouTube, and instead of watching the video, you can see the transcription. There's a button you can push to where it transcribes all the words. And I've looked at it. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
This is how they're banning you. Because when I
Oh.
sing, if I say the right words in the song, they're like, oh, okay, we're going to give you a strike because he was singing. You know, he's using the words, the verses of that song. And I think that's how
Oh, so if you just say the wrong words.
yeah, if I say it wrong, which I usually do because I don't know the lyrics, you know, it's like,
Mm.
that's what I need to do, you know, say the wrong thing, and then maybe you won't get the strike or the copyright infringement crap.
Yeah. I got another one today. But I think it's because I was sharing WBRT, like I rebroadcasted WBRT to help share that show on my channel. But then I forgot to turn off monetization. And so I think you can't monetize if it's first shared on another channel. So, but anyway, it was interesting.
You know,
so you guys check all those out, and thanks for joining us in the chat. Love all your conversation. Love having you guys check in. It's good to see all of you guys and hear what's going on. We miss all of you and can't wait for all of us to get back together again. And Mark, sending you and your beautiful wife lots of love and hugs. And we'll see you guys, or hear you guys.
We'll hear you guys later. I'll hear you later.
Hear you later.
Check you later.
Check you later.
America's not the government, people. The America is you. It is the Grand fucking Canyon, the Rocky Mountains, the deserts of the Southwest, the Pacific fucking Ocean, the Atlantic fucking Ocean. It is the grandest continent. And what the fuck have you people done? You have turned yourself into sheep, every goddamn one of you.